What's up, guys? Coyote Works here. Well, I've been traveling through the desert almost all day, and sometimes things don't work out the way you want. And the place I wanted to go was just not working out well, so I rerouted, and I ended up finding this beautiful little slough here. Nice little meadow. I'm out in the middle of the desert. Just over that little rise that way, there's actually water on the other side, which I've been probably 10 years since I've seen water out here in these dry lakes. So I'm going to do a little exploring around tomorrow, but tonight I just got finished setting up my camp and I'm getting ready to cook a little dinner. I'm starving. I was going to make some dinner, but I got a water hole up over that ridge, so I'm going to hike over there and see if we've got any animals coming in. You got to watch for rattlesnakes around these rocks. It's getting that time of day where they're really active. They're out. The temperature's gotten a little bit cooler. In fact, probably in about a half hour more, they won't be active anymore. But all these rocks, these ledges, and then right on the edge of this meadow where they have a lot of mice and things to hunt is where they'll be. So I'm just making plenty of noise as I walk along. I just don't want to step on one and surprise one. Alright, gonna have a little sweet and sour pork tonight. Now I just have to go on the treasure hunt for the desiccant pack in there. I know it's in there. So I've got my water heating. I'm just waiting for it to boil, and then I'll rehydrate a little sweet and sour pork and I'll have dinner. I've been eating Mountain House meals so long I don't even measure the water anymore. I'll give it a good stir. Oh yeah, perfect. And one other thing that for me is an essential part of my car camping cook kit is just having a table and a chair. And I like to have a decently solid table. It's nice to give me a stable platform to cook on. And this outdoor furniture set, or this camping furniture set from Free Spirit, is perfect. It all packs away square, which makes it nice dimensions to pack really compactly inside my Jeep. And it's really sturdy. It has a metal top, so water or anything doesn't hurt the top. And it just seems to be tough as nails. So I'm going to go show you guys something. Just outside of my camp is this old collapsed schoolhouse. When I first came to this spot, this schoolhouse was still standing about 10 years ago, but now it's collapsed. But there's a whole bunch of old trash, bottles, cans from the old dump up behind it. I think this thing was built probably right around 1900, or maybe even just a little bit before that. And then it was later used as a bunkhouse and a horse camp. And something else, if you guys haven't discovered these, Dust Cutter mango lemonade. They make a mango lemonade, a strawberry lemonade, and a huckleberry lemonade. And these have rapidly become like my favorite end of the day after a hot day out in the desert. And I don't know what they do to these things, but these things are fucking delicious. This has been such an amazing piece of kit, this FSR Ready Light. It's just really nice to have a solar powered renewable battery source here that I can recharge camera batteries and phones and all those things with. Not to mention it's just a great source of light to have around camp. Morning, guys. There's still a little bit of chill in the air, and I just got some water boiling. I'm gonna make myself a mountain house and a cup of coffee and enjoy this beautiful morning out here. And get a little breakfast in me and then go for a hike down along the edge of this waterway and see if there's any critters running around down there I can either get some pictures of, or maybe there's some varmints that I want to shoot at. This morning I'm having the breakfast skillet. I did a little hike this morning and I saw some interesting country up over the rise, so I'm going to jump in my rig, take a quick drive down there. And this is something, if I was in my rooftop tent, I would actually have to collapse my rooftop tent. Now, granted that doesn't take a lot of time, but it is nice to be able to just jump in my rig and drive away from my camp. Alright guys, check this out. So this is what anthills look like out in this part of the country. And these are the big, what we always call army ants. So these are the ants that have black and red on their body. So the back half of the body is black and the front half of the body is red. And they have a pretty nasty little bite. They're stronger and bigger than the all red ants, which we call fire ants out here.
After I got back to camp, I decided to spend a little time doing some shooting. I like to practice shooting out in the desert where there's no one around. I don't have to worry about where my rounds go, and I don't have to worry about what people might think about the kind of practice I'm doing. I also have a Canik TP9 SF that I've been trying to cycle some rounds through to get a feel for the reliability and longevity of the handgun. You can check out that video on my channel as well. After shooting for a while, I packed up my camp and it was time to head back home after another great trip into the desert. What I always say is, the worst day out in the desert is better than the best day at the office. Coyote Works, out.